Hello everyone. Are you having a good day today? Welcome back to PeakYou channel, where you can improve yourself with the easiest tips you will ever know. The reason you are watching this video is because you want to know my 10 ways to become confident, aren't you? Well, let's not waste any of your time anymore. We will get to the main topic right away. Before I tell you the first way to become confident, let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt insecure when comparing yourself to someone else? You can see that friends at your age are rich and successful. Some of them even have their own car already or study abroad. You can see that your friend is hotter than you, or your boss is so professional. The first way is very simple, and I will show you so you can see more accurately about confidence and self-esteem in this life. You need to communicate and listen to successful people. Ask them about their first days when they just started. Just like that, and you will feel more confident. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's success. If you want to compare your beginning to their beginning. Do not underestimate your ability. How can you compare your beginning to their success? You will lose for sure. Make it a fair play. Imagine you go to the gym. You can ask your personal trainer or the people there. Ask them, how long have they been to the gym? Ask them, were they hurt when they just started these exercises or got bored of going to the gym? I guarantee with you, they will tell you about how painful it was, how bored that they almost give up after 2 weeks. You will see that you are so much better than them because you are not lazy. You want to get fit. You are just concerned about how you look right now. But practice makes perfect. The more you exercise, the more fit you will become. This is a natural thought. Even a guy like him once feel insecure when comparing himself to someone else. Give yourself some time. Be more tolerant of yourself to adapt new beginning. If you watch businessman talk show, they always talk about how their childhood used to be that give them motivation to become successful like today. You can even ask your boss whenever you guys spend time having coffee together. Ask her if she has ever felt lost and wanted to give up. Her answer would enlighten you because you have a better start than her. You are living in a modern generation where you have everything lined up in front of you. You just need to pick it up and work. Therefore, do not compare your beginning to someone else's success. So that is our first step. Make conversation with people you consider are successful. Ask them about their first days and many things will become clear. Next one is our second way to become confident. I call it jokingly is to recognize messages from the universe. I'm not talking in a spiritual thing. What I actually want to say here is that many of us cannot read the positive messages from this life. All you can read is negative things. Does anyone go meet your crush and you can only think about she doesn't like me or he doesn't like me? You go on an interview and you feel insecure. You think that you would definitely fail. This company is too huge for you. Imagine you have a meeting with a potential customer, but when you get there, you see that he is so classy. You start to tremble and you feel like you will not be able to get this contract. If you read it that way, it makes sense if you feel insecure, lack of confidence. There is a very stubborn point here that we must recognize a lot of recognition in this life, a lot of compliments in this life. The things that will build our confidence does not only come from words, it comes from actions too. Back to the example where you have a date with your crush. If she or he agreed to go on a date with you, or maybe let you pick her up, that is a positive message. If they don't have any feeling for you, why did they agree to go out with you? They must have some kind of feelings for you and they want to know more about you. You go to the job interview in that huge company but you say that you might not be able to pass it? The interview invitation is already a positive message. If they don't recognize your abilities, why did they invite you to that interview? They want to know more about your experiences and how you can perform in the position you are applying. In conclusion, our second way in becoming confident is that recognition can either come from words or actions. You need to read the message right. Do not force people to open their mouth when you can read their body language. Let's go to the third way of becoming more confident and eliminate self-esteem. Do not hang out with people who despise you. If you know that they despise you, they underestimate you, do not hang out with them. You can keep it a co-worker relationship, a classmate relationship, but that is it. You need to set a boundary so they will know when to stop bothering you. This is very important when you go to work. They will do every way possible to make you feel bad about yourself. Don't let them underestimate you, or they will assume that you admit with what they talked about you. You let them despise you. Sometimes when you're at work or maybe in your own friendship, you are afraid to lose those relationships. But you cannot let them torture you with their words every single time you guys meet. You need to know when to leave the table. Alright, that is our third way of becoming more confident. Remember, do not hang out with people who despise you because they can only bring the negativity to your life, and that's not good. This is the fourth way of becoming confident. You know what? Confidence should come after an achievement. That is the foundation of confidence, which means if you are needy, you're negativity. No matter how much you want yourself to be confident, you cannot be. No matter how many laws of attraction you stuff in your head, it won't work. Let me explain it clear for you. For example, your body shape is not perfect. You have extra fat and you don't feel confident about it. Now, the only way to become confident is that you need to try better to become beautiful, at least according to the beauty standard in your opinion. Then you will feel more confident about yourself. If you still think that your body is ugly, no matter how many times I said you look pretty or people compliment on your post, you will still think that you're ugly. Confidence comes after an achievement. You need to make it work. You gotta work on your body shape, exercise, eating healthy, have enough quality rest every day. If you are not really good at mathematics, no matter how many times you say to yourself, "Oh, I'm confident, I can do this, I can finish this quick," it won't work because you don't know how to solve your homework. Even when someone praises you for something that you are actually good at, but you don't believe in yourself, you will still not feel confident about it. You need an achievement to prove to yourself that you are good, and that is the foundation of confidence. Some people would say they feel insecure because they are not rich, they aren't pretty, they aren't good enough. So how do I start to be more confident? We will know how in my fifth way to become confident. I will temporarily call this a willpower number, but I'm not talking about numerology. What I want to say here is you should have a large enough number in terms of willpower, not in terms of intelligence. Most people who are doing this job, they are not willing to do it. They are bored with this number. So you would naturally become one of the best. You will put yourself in the company of the best people. Once you do it, you will naturally become confident. Do you remember our fourth way? Confidence comes after an achievement. Imagine you are playing basketball. So you know that the most difficult thing when playing basketball is when you stand from afar and throw the ball into the basket. It's very difficult to throw the ball in. usually it goes out. Secondly, if it hits the edge, it would usually run out. Or maybe an example about soccer so you can imagine easier. But in basketball, the hole is smaller, so it's even more difficult to play. Anyway, imagine you are playing basketball and no matter how many times you shoot, it keeps going out. How can you be confident? The only way to become confident is that you need to give it your best shot. Throw the ball into that basket. Now the willpower number spoke up. The willpower number has nothing related to talent or intelligence. It just needs to be the number of willpower and effort. For example, I will practice to throw 1,000 times. This is a good number. Why? The people who are playing basketball with you, are they willing to spend the exact time practicing just like you? No, they just want to play, to have fun at the moment. They don't even care about win or lose. When you hear the number 1,000, you clearly know that 90% of the people that are playing with you will never be able to do it. Then, you have that wonderful willpower number and it will take you to success. To be honest, 1,000 times sounds pretty scary, but if you try 100 times per day, you will only need 10 days to practice and you will become confident. When playing sport, spend 10 days in practice is nothing, completely normal. The important thing is that the next day when you're on the real match, can you make it happen? We all need a willpower in this life to look forward to try our best because it will make you become confident. For example, you have an English test but you are afraid you cannot do it. English is not your talent. The easiest thing is that you need your willpower number. I will solve 100 English tests. You are afraid now, aren't you? But in reality, if I only solve 3 English tests in a day, I will finish all of them in 3 months. Let me ask you a question. Will you be confident after you solve 100 English tests? Last month, you might still feel insecure. But this month, you know how the test is. You will naturally become confident. It will definitely be difficult the first days when you do it, but you will get used to it and you will upgrade your English level. The same thing goes with your career. No matter what job you are doing, you need to have knowledge. You have to be good at that job to be able to do it. Now, do you have any willpower number related to that job? Maybe for a sales position? Online sales, sales on TikTok. For example, my willpower number is that I will master 30 skills of a TikToker. I spend time to watch all the famous people and list out their skills. Firstly is comedy. Secondly is facial expression. Third is intonation. And fourth is ABC something. All I need is a willpower number, and when I see the number, I will spend half year to practice to become a professional in all 30 skills. 6 months, which means I have 6 days to practice one skill. Very possible. It takes me half year to become success. Isn't it too fast? You will naturally become confident. You just need to put effort in practicing, making it happen. Well, as I have said before, I will show you 10 ways to become confident, isn't it? In this video, we will practice 5 of them first. I promise you, the next part will be even more interesting, so let's stay tuned, guys. This is PeakYou channel, and do not forget to subscribe our channel for our second part of 10 ways to become confident. See you soon!